B March Boxing post-fight review for Artur Beterbiev versus Radivoje Hot Rod Kalajdzic. IBF light heavyweight title on the line. Beterbiev. I believe this might be his second, might be third title defense. I believe probably second, but Kalajdzic, Kalajdzic was a guy who, I'd only seen him fight that one fight that he had versus Marcus Brown. You know what I mean? A fight that I thought he won. He got robbed of a knockdown, and it was a very good fight. He did get dropped himself, but I thought he did win the fight on points. But he came to fight a vicious punch in the man Arthur Beterbiev. And Arthur Beterbiev's first punch in the fight, he caught him with a straight right. He backed him up on the ropes, and it looked like the man Arthur Beterbiev is about to knock this dude out in the first round. But Kalajic, he gathered his composure. He was throwing body shots. What I mean, he was circling to his right. He was using his jab. The man Arthur Beterbiev looked pretty anxious throughout the whole fight. Throughout the whole fight, looked like the man Arthur Beterbiev was anxious. There was even rounds where he was literally running towards Hot Rock Kalajic like a bear would run at prey in the woods. You know what I mean? Like really running at the opponent. And a better opponent. I think Hot Rod, he just was on a big stage and he just couldn't handle the pressure. But the first round I did give it to Hot Rod, but after that it was all Better Beef. You know what I mean? Better Beef was stalking his opponent, throwing some body shots, some head shots, you know, using his high guard, going low with the body shots as far as, going to the basement like the man Teddy Atlas says, you know what I mean? Reaching for that body. And he was throwing overhand rights. And in round three, he did catch the man Kalajdzic, with a couple right hooks. He had him on the ropes, and the beat was just thumping the shit out of him with one hand, his right hand, and he dropped him. He went down with like a quick, uh, like with his knee. He took a knee right quick. You know what I mean? Thought nobody saw that. The referee gave him his standing eight count, and that was 10-8 round in round three for the man Arthur Beterbiev. Round four and five was war. Round four and five was war. Like Kalajic is a kind of guy you can see where he didn't have the experience fighting in these high caliber, world class fights. He threw all the boxing knowledge he has out the window, and he was slugging it out with better beef. He was even catching better beef with some mean shots. You know what I'm saying? But better beef was eating them and throwing shots right back. You know what I'm saying? And the referee had to look at better beef. I'm sorry, Kalajic after round three and round four. Not the referee, excuse me, the doctors, because he was taking some huge shots in there from the man Better Beef. Better Beef was timing uppercuts, just throwing overhand rights. There was times in round four where it was basically, they were both clinching, you know what I'm saying? Because the man, Kalajic, didn't have the legs in him, you know what I mean? He even got caught with some shots at the end of round four, you know what I mean? After the bell from Better Beef, because it was just slugging it out, you know what I mean? All out war. But in round five, as soon as round five started, man, the man out the Better Beef caught him with the mean left hook, staggered the man Kalajic on the ropes. The referee jumped in and stops the fight. IBF WB IBF light heavyweight champion Arthur Beterbiev retains his belt. He beats Kalajdzic, who I thought was a good fighter. You know what I mean? From the only fight that I did see him fight versus Marcus Brown, and he did a better job than guys like Badu Jack, ETC. You know what I mean? Shawnee Monaghan. You know what I mean? All the guys Marcus Brown has fought, but Arthur Beterbiev, coached by the Ramsey guy over there in Canada, French speaking Canada. We'll see what he can do. All the light heavyweights are over there on ESPN. Vazic, ESPN. Better Beef, ESPN. Who's the other guy left? Kovalev, he's fighting on ESPN too. So I'd like to see a unification. If Canelo can give us a unification, and Danny Roman, then we need to see a unification ASAP at 175. Be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts.